An Egyptian-controlled border crossing into Gaza is expected to reopen soon. U.S. Secretary of State Anthony Blinken says that the deal to reopen the crossing is being put together with the United Nations, Egypt and Israel. Blinken did not give a specific time for the reopening. Hundreds of tons of aid has been held up in Egypt's Sinai Peninsula for days, pending a deal for its safe delivery to Gaza. Israel has urged Gazans to evacuate south, with hundreds and thousands already having done that as it prepares for a ground assault. The United Nations Humanitarian Office says that reserves of fuel at all hospitals across the Gaza Strip are expected to last only around 24 more hours, putting thousands of patients at risk. Authorities in Gaza say that at least 2,670 people have so far been killed by Israel's retaliatory strikes, a quarter of them being children, and nearly 10,000 wounded. And joining us now on the line for more on the latest developments and the reopening of the Rafah border crossing and the situation in Gaza is our international news editor, Sophie Mokoena. Sophie, good morning. So firstly, with regard to the latest developments, how are they expected to affect or impact what is currently happening on the ground, especially in Gaza?
The important issue is a decision yesterday to open the corridor or also the passage. Egypt, the United States of America and Israel have agreed that the Rafah border must be opened for humanitarian corridor where countries such as Egypt and others can be able to send humanitarian aid to Gaza. But also on the other hand, you will have nationals who were trapped in Gaza or in Palestine allowed to leave the country. And therefore, the United States of America and finally Israel did give in terms of allowing that humanitarian corridor. On the other hand, Egypt did agree in relation to opening a passage after there was an agreement on humanitarian corridor, because Egypt was clear that they were not going to agree in relation to humanitarian corridor. So more people will get us. War is still raging on. And the Israel Defense Force is still adamant that they are going to implement their strategy in relation to the ground operation, which will lead to thousands of lives that will be lost. And this is a matter that everybody is talking about. The World Health Organization saying that they can't even...
Well, unfortunately, we're going to have to leave that there, that line not great, to our international editor, Sophie Mokoena, there here at SABC.